obviously. It is frustrating for sure. Yep. Yeah, what's up, Cave Trader? Yeah, that shit is just inching higher. Now, this shit just does not want to give. Here, I'm thinking that this is a double top rejection on gold, and for whatever reason, the buyers are holding it right here at my, of course, at my entry. You know, obviously, I shorted at this red candle, thinking that this is a double top rejection, and they're holding it. And that's interesting. Mm. Mm. Of course it keeps jumping at my break even. You know, gold has just been nasty to me today. I don't know why. Of course. Shit, I don't know. I guess. I guess if it does stop me out, then I guess I'll look for. I guess gold gave me multiple times to get out at break even, but I chose not to. Mm. Mm. Patience are really. Mm. Are you long the Nas now? I'm short. Well, why are you long? Hey, what's up, Alfred? You know what I mean? It's not helpful. It's not showing me what I need to see. So. Damn, everybody switched over to the damn new contract on gold. Looks like all the bookmap channels are now on the I guess what is it, the February contract, I think. Yeah, for gold, seems like I think with bookmap and the other bookmap account that I look at, they switched to like the February because gold used to be month to month, but I guess people got tired of that shit, so they just every time they roll over with gold is every 3 months. So I would switch, but I mean these none of these top step accounts they're selling December, so I mean unless I'm just still on December and they have gold available for the new one. Yeah, they only have December. GCG. Yeah, it's February. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. GCG6 is February. Shit, honestly, we'll see what happens at 50, honestly. They may reject at 50. But I'm gonna still look at the February one because they have a bunch of liquidity sitting at 190, which I'm pretty sure the Bulls are gonna get. So I'm pretty sure this contract's not gonna deviate that much. I am paying attention to what happens at 150 though. I mean, no, it's February. GCG is February. Because yeah, I mean technically, yeah, if you count like January, February, March, but December is also counted too. I mean, gold is weird. Oh, did it? Mm. Man, I gotta get this account back on track. I don't know what it is about this account, but every time I get into this motherfucker, I always my trades don't seem to ever work out. Uh, I was able to get some. I was able to make $230 in my Lucid funded account, so that was actually pretty cool. I do appreciate that. Gold. I mean, gold was actually nice. I was surprised. I thought I was gonna have to deal with some real bullshit, but I saw the short opportunity, and gold just went straight there. I came back to my chart, saw that the market filled my order, and I was like, oh shit, gold wasn't nasty. But if I had my, because if I had my order a little bit lower, if I had a little bit lower, it would have actually came back and stopped me out here. Gold would have stopped me out. And gold has been doing that to me all day. I don't know. I don't know what's going. Either she misses me by, like, she missed me by a tick, like earlier today. She almost stopped me out, like right here. So she actually gets like, so if I had my 90 ticks target, she literally missed my 90 tick target by like a tick, like literally a tick, and then goes all the way back up. Good thing she didn't stop me out, because she did come back down and finally filled my order, and then she pushed back up. But I was at the gym when this happened. The crazy thing is, gold went down far enough to got. I was thinking, oh, okay, well, I should be good. We got to break a structure. Gold should be good. She should reject. I should have nothing to worry about. And then I look at my phone at the gym, just randomly thinking about my position. This thing almost freaking stops me out. Like, dude, I got depressed. I was like, what the fuck? Nah, I didn't get depressed. I was just really thinking to myself, like, God damn, Gold, why are you being a bitch? Like, why? Why? Like, it really got me thinking, like, the fuck? How the hell did you dump? If I had a 90 ticks, my original 90 tick target, you would have missed me by a tick. You almost came back and stopped me out just to hit the target anyway. She did that shit last night, because remember, guys, I was actually looking for whatever. Hold on, where was that shit at last night? She actually came back and filled the order. She came back and filled it right here. So if I left that limit right there, I would have actually been profitable. So I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, like what's really going on? What is really going on? So gold has just been on one. I mean, this type of price action, I don't know what the heck is going on, man. Well, like I said, 150 might be a hot spot, but hopefully we can get that. Hopefully, Yeah, dude. Like, what's up? Like, what the hell is up with that? Yeah, dude. That's exact. Like, dude. Honestly, I was kind of calm at the gym today, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, I'm pretty calm for someone that I'm trying to hurry this damn setup. I'm trying to hurry up the sets so I can just be done, so I can hurry up and rush home and look at my position. I have the no gym rule for a reason, but I was too heated today. I was just too heated. I just hated the fact that gold just straight up. Here I am trying to be a professional trader, setting limits at support just for this shit to fucking miss me. Just for it to miss me by a couple of ticks. And then go in my direction. I really don't know what the heck gold is doing right now. I really don't. Because it doesn't make sense. Of course. I mean, are we getting a full retracement? There's that order block right there. I would put my order near the order block, but gold has just been so nasty lately. I don't even want to take the damn chance. She's just been so freaking nasty lately. Here's the order block right there. All right, so I front ran this order block about literally a couple of points. Let's see if gold is going to still try to choose to be nasty here. All right, so I got the order block drawn. Oh shit, I didn't. Okay. Oh. Okay, so yeah, we should get a. Okay, never mind. I think. All right, never mind. I think I should be good. I didn't look at the daily chart. Yeah, that's yesterday's daily candle. We found support at the 21 EMA. We took out some highs. We took out this high. So entering right there at the. Huh. Okay. I guess I should be good. I should be good. Yeah, I should be good. All right, let's see what gold chooses to do here. This is the kind of, in situations like this is the situation where I wish I had, I wish I'm able to trade 2 contracts, but I set this account to only be able to trade 1 mini. So I had to rock this thing out with 1 mini. He said Nas acted hella weird. He said, did I just get in? Yeah, I got in around like around the start of the stream. I got stopped out and then I got in on that candle. So about like 8:40 Central Time I got in. Hopefully it doesn't need to pull back to my break even though I think that's what she's trying to do. Yeah, I think she's trying to. Yeah. Oh well. All right. All right. I just got to mentally prepare myself for that. I did short the Nasdaq here. And what do you mean by that, bro, kid? The Nasdaq hit a it front ran 25K because you know the Nasdaq don't get it the first time. You already know the first time's a trap, and as always will be. So this is actually on brand for Nasdaq right now. The first attempt to touch that 100 psychological level was a trap. It usually stops at 93, 95. It stopped right at 93. 93 to 95 is like legitimate, the level that to look for when it's trying to reclaim a 100 level. Literally the level. Yeah, I think gold is about to come all the way back to my break even, but you know what, whatever. Hope not though, but I think it will. But Nasdaq has made at least a 160% move, at least, in one direction. And we're not talking about from today's session. We're just talking about overall from the lows to the current highs. I mean, today's session, they made like a 65% move to the upside without any form of retracement. We could see a move all the way up to 170. So do I think it's a short? I don't think a short will hold. But right now, the EMAs are all sloped to the downside. We're making lower lows and we're making lower highs. In order for this to reverse, the bull is going to have to come up and step up. So we got the short and medium term prices below it. We got the long term EMA. We got price right at the long term EMA, but it's flat. We already got the short and medium EMAs crossed over. So the market would have to actually take out this high and then continue higher for this to be bullish. Well. Okay. Well, we'll just let gold do her thing. She's gonna probably piss me off as per usual, but looks like both the Nasdaq and gold is, well, not necessarily gold, because gold is actually moving. It's just right now the Nasdaq is in senior citizen mode right now, so see what happens. Do I think gold will pump to 174? It depends. Are you on the February contract or are you still on the December contract? If you're on the December contract, I mean, this is that order block in here. The high of the candle is actually 174. The high of that order block right there. So, I mean, yeah, it could potentially do it if it wants to swipe the liquidity above that order block candle. It could do it. We all know that gold kind of does things. I mean, either we're going to see just a move up, or I guess we'll just see the stairs. But I think it probably won't get to 174. I mean, if it gets to 174, we'll probably see a rejection, but then they'll probably use it as support and then keep trading higher, knowing gold, because everybody's going to be short. It looks like the bulls are now trying to reclaim the market now, because we're making higher lows. This candle just took out all this areas of this supply chain right here. Just took out all this supply. The daily is looking bullish. The daily is bullish as hell. That previous candle takes out all of these. And we have a bullish follow-up candle too. We got price closing or opening right above, or is opening right at the previous candle high. We have the candle trading higher. This would be considered bullish, but who the heck knows? With gold. Because for whatever reason, she pushed up higher without no price action. Did the same thing with Nasdaq. So is something, oh yeah, Thanksgiving. Okay. I was like, is something happening this week? Where, I mean, these it seems like these institutional traders are trying to just get to where they need to go. But obviously the market is closed on Wednesday. We have a half week, or a short week this week. This is the last week of November to trade. So we're going to probably see all this craziness for the institutional traders to meet their monthly quotas. Yeah, don't you just hate that shit, man? I was telling Smith today, I was like, dude, the Nasdaq stopped me out about 20 times earlier today. About 20 times. And then all of a sudden, finally, after I said, you know what, fine, maybe the market is not going long. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misreading the charts. She does this shit right here, and then she just goes. Smith sent me the screenshot. I was like, bro, like, you know how many times Nasdaq stopped me out? I just get like, dude, I literally was like, dude, I'm tired of getting chopped up here. Thursday is Thanksgiving. Oh, Thursday and Friday is half days? Oh, okay. I wonder why they have Friday as a half day. Yeah, dude, like if I was in an account earlier today, man, the Nasdaq would have collected my account right along with everybody else's account. My account would have been an account sacrifice for sure. It can just, I mean, it can be frustrating. I mean, the Nasdaq is frustrating as fuck to trade at times, especially this year. Well, I guess depending on what we see here, right now, either the market is going to dump, or we're going to see a seller failure here, and we're going to see a squeeze and a retest of that high. Now, it does appear that the market has found support at the long-term EMA. The market is now above the short and medium-term EMAs. The only thing that I would wait for is for the short and the medium-term EMAs to flip before taking a position. That's the only thing I would wait on. And that's going to be a part of my strategy too. I'm not going to buy If the 21 is not above the 50, I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to wait for the flip. I'm just going to wait for it. Oof. I guess it's my fault. I should have took the. Honestly, I really don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Why I say that. Why I said that I was going to take profits at 150, and then when it got to 150, I said let's see what happens, instead of just taking the profits. I don't know why I do that. Hmm. 162. Yeah, I think. I mean, if I don't get stopped out, I can get this target hit. I think it does go higher, but I just don't. I just have to not get stopped out. Why 142.7 exactly? Because it's the session high. The session high, yeah, or the previous session high before it took it out. That's kind of, oh shit. Yeah, that's why actually I moved it back, because I saw that my stop is at 142.6, and I was like, yeah, it'll probably come back and stop me out. But I'm only give it 18 ticks. I probably have to re-enter on this. I probably have to re-enter. Okay. So this is now potentially a buyer failure or a seller failure right here. So in a situation like this, I would get stopped out and I would flip long, because now we have the bears failing to hold. They probably might come back up here and try to sell it again, but obviously the writing's on the wall here. They failed. They went higher. They failed again. So now it's really the bulls that are in control now, low key. I don't know why I trust bears, man. Bears only have one job in the market, and that's just to be a nuisance. It's not like they have a real objective. They're only here to be a nuisance. Yeah, gold was actually nasty. I was like, dude, I don't know, man. If gold keeps acting like this, I probably might stop. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Gold did so. I was in this long. It almost hits my target. It shoots down. It pushes back up. I reduce my risk. It stops me out. I walk away from the charts because it pissed me the hell off, just to come back and see gold do this bullshit at the end of the day. Man, dude, I really don't know what's going on with gold's price action. Like, why is it pissing me off so much? Why is it just doing shit to piss me off? It just seemed like gold didn't want me to make money today. I really don't know what the heck is going on. And it's really been bothering me mentally. Like, god damn. What the heck is going on? I can see why everybody on Instagram, every time there's like a meme talking about a certain market is taking money from them, everybody's always talking about gold. I think what bothers people, because I mean, what bothers me is gold is so simple. It doesn't even, I mean, we all know that it'll swipe your liquidity. I mean, we know that. It's not doing anything complicated. It's not doing anything extravagant. How the hell am I taking losses, multiple losses, on gold? How? That is what's bothering me. How? How am I taking these losses? We used to be undefeated in gold. Now it's like, dude, what's up with these losses now? Either gold misses our target like it did, or our entry twice like it did during our earlier in the stream. And then when we do get filled, for whatever reason, it needs to go high enough to stop us out and then go in our direction. Starting to act like Nasdaq now. And gold is starting to act like Nasdaq. And if that's the case, we can just trade Nasdaq. We don't need to deal with none of the bullshit with gold. It's just going to be Nasdaq. We can just deal with the bullshit on Nasdaq and trade the Nasdaq. I think gold is simple. Like that's why it just bothers me when I lose on gold. Gold, well, if you scalp gold, I mean, I've already determined, at least for me personally, scalping gold is not worth it. It's just not worth it. You can lose a lot of money scalping gold. And all it takes is just a series of bad trades or a series of chop. Gold is not good for scalping. No, I'm taking losses because I'm taking losses. I really don't know why though. Two plus two doesn't always equal 4. Because some of the reasons that I see with gold is that either it'll miss me, it'll miss my entry, or it'll miss my target and pull back. We're not talking about not being profitable, because I think every trade I'm in, we're profitable. I don't think we're not profitable in a gold trade. We're not getting into a gold trade and it's going immediately against me. That's never the case. It's always missing my target. Or is missing the entry. And then I get in at an aggressive entry, more aggressive than I would normally get in at. And then it will go back to the original entry, and it's more frustrating than anything. It's not challenging. It's just frustrating at times. It's just frustrating. Like in this situation, yeah, I should have got out at 50, but I didn't want 50. But that's exactly where it rejected at, right at 50. Mm. All right, so yeah, I might get stopped out of this one actually. All right. I get stopped out of this one. And I might have to re-enter around 30. It's gonna probably go down to 30. Hopefully it doesn't though. I mean, I would love for gold to hold. I mean, where's all that bullishness at? I tried to short a double top and it was so damn bullish. Bastard gold. And all of a sudden now it wants to try to come back and short now. Now I'm gonna need all that bullishness she was having all earlier today. And that's something else that I do need to like I got to go back to the drawing boards on that one, because I want to understand when the market is being absurdly bullish and bearish, and not absurdly bullish and bearish in times when you think it should be. It's always around the time where you don't have any idea that it's like you're going to see a big move to one side or the other. At 136. Yeah, I was actually considering getting in at like around 137, 135, because there's like support there. Like right here. It's like a small little order block right here. I was thinking about getting back in right here. Pissing me. And this is what make gold simple. I mean, she tells you where to get in at. It's not hard. It's not complicated or nothing. It's just that she'll probably miss your target or something. And then come back and stop you out for whatever reason. No, I guess I shouldn't say you guys. It's mostly me. Now, I mean, all of my trades aren't like that, obviously. But the trades that matter, for whatever reason, the market likes to find a way to stop me out. Kind of like on the last day to pay out, I had to show some real restraint. Because I don't know if I think I told you. But gold literally missed me by like, so let's just say that all I needed was my 90 ticks. Gold just sat there, shamelessly missed my limit by, she missed my limit by 6 ticks. So if this was 51, I would have had my order sitting right here at 57. So I had to restrain myself from revenge trading because you know 152. So yeah, this is my entry. This is what gold did. Gold pushes down with no. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Fine. Whatever. And then it did come back and fill the order and then go back down. Kind of like what it did last night with that order that we had where it missed me by 4 ticks. Where it missed me by 4 ticks, it pushed up. And then I thought to myself, well, I should just pull the order because, I mean, this was the move I was looking for last night. Just for it to come back, fill the order, and then do this crap right here. So, when I woke up, I was kind of pissed off about that too. And it just seems like that's what gold's been doing to me all day today. All right, so let's see. And I'm just going to get in at 37.6. I'm at this point. And then if this trade doesn't work, then if this trade doesn't work, then I'm gonna look for an entry around 90. It would just suck if the market finds a way to come all the way down to 90. And I wouldn't be able to participate in it. That would suck. But yeah, I was able to make some money in my Lucid account, and my Tradeify account will be tomorrow. I don't trade my Tradeify account at night. I reserve that account for the morning, and I trade the Lucid funded account at night. So I have 2 Top Step funded accounts in the wings. I'm gonna have to pay for the activation fee. I'm gonna have to pay for that activation fee. You said Top Step did me dirty. I mean, I passed the account before they made the changes. I passed that account before I made the changes. So, I mean, I guess I'm grandfathered in. I don't have the Path 1 or 2 account or whatever. So apparently, from what I'm reading about, let's actually. So let me just find it. If I can find it, we'll talk about it. So let's see if we can find it. All right, so so Top Step has changed the way they do payouts now. They've changed the way they do payouts. So now they've kind of low key made it harder to get a payout. So now I don't know if Top Step has always had the first 10K and then a 90-10 split between the trader. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't traded with Top Step in forever. I don't remember splitting any of my payouts with Top Step. Hold on, you said that. So, okay, so it's always been that way on Top Step. You said that they got a consistency rule now. Is worse than a consistency rule. Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. They was actually talking about this in the Discord. It says only winning days earned in a live account will now count towards daily payout eligibility and full balance access. I literally saw someone talk about this in the metals chat on Top Step, where they said that all I'll do is get the 30 days to get the full balance. Is once they transfer me to live, I'll just trade the rest of the days at 150 and take the whole balance. And that's what he said. And in the FAQs, in their documentation, it clearly says that that is not allowed. See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I'm talking about with gold. But this is actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing. That's a good thing, actually. Because now that I'm looking at it, it's highly unlikely for this thing to bounce. You got like a, hold on. It's highly unlikely for it to take out that high. I'm not saying that it can't, but you got a two-legged pullback. Even if it does bounce, you got that pivot low, and then the bears will probably break structure to the downside anyway. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna trade at this range right here. And I'm gonna leave this limit sitting overnight because I'm just gonna leave it sitting overnight. Damn, I should have took the profits at I should have took it at 150. But that's what gold is doing to me all day, just missing me by ticks. I don't know what the hell is going on. I really don't. I really don't, man. It literally missed me by 1 tick this time. Yeah, it missed me by 1 tick. But like I said, it's a good thing. I'll just leave it right there. Anyway, Nah, I ain't said that shit. Yeah, you heard things. You heard things. You hearing things. Mm. You said Dakota called Nutty Bar a loser. Hold on. What are you talking about? Why would Dakota call Nutty Bar a loser? It seemed like that doesn't. Huh. That would be very interesting. It seemed like that's not in Dakota's personality, but I guess if he called him a loser, I wonder why. Why did he call him a loser? For asking what? Honestly, I really don't understand why anybody would choose the other path versus the cheaper one. I really don't. I mean, even if it's cheaper to start the account up, it's more expensive in the long run. I don't get it. I don't get that. That makes no sense. But like I said, other prop firms are doing it. So the data must show that there are some traders that prefer a low upfront cost and they'll pay the rest of it later. I really don't know why, but I don't know. That doesn't even make sense to me. They got Wise, so I'm gonna have to. Of course, Top Step wants to be difficult. Instead of using Rise, they use Wise. Come on, man. Everybody else is using Rise, and Rise is such a great platform. Why not use what everybody is familiar with? Top Step. But anyway, what I really wanted to talk about was the payout. The payout. At first, I didn't get it, but then I sat and thought about it, and I was like, oh shit. They now made it harder for traders to get paid out now. What is it called? The previous payout balance now? You got a previous payout balance. And instead of, so if I'm understanding this correctly, if your balance, your buffer is at $4,500 and you want to take a 5K payout, obviously you need at least $9,500. And then you take a payout. However much you take a payout, that's your new balance. So you have a trailing eligible payout balance. So what I see, so if you take out like $1,000, so let's just say that as an example, you have $7,000. Obviously, you're past the buffer on a 150K. You take a $1,000 payout. Now your new payout, your eligible payout balance is at least $6,000. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy, Top Step. But let me see if I can find it in their documentation. So, coming soon for new Express funded accounts, a balance equal to or equal to or above your eligible payout balance. Starting with your second payout, your account must stay at or above your last payout balance to qualify. Your first payout balance does not require this. No, until the update goes live, all XFA traders will continue using the current payout rules. So existing Express funded accounts, including those that have not taken a first payout, will not be affected. So what is your eligible payout balance? It's your account balance immediately after your last payout. This makes it harder for a trader to now get past that first, second payout. I wonder if these firms, if it costs them a lot of money to put traders into a live account. Because it seems like a lot of these firms are trying to avoid putting you in a live account. I think the only one that really puts you in a live account is Take Profit Trader. Once you reach a certain threshold. I mean, Top Step does too. But these rules now kind of makes it harder to get multiple payouts. You got to be perfect. Well, we don't know when exactly they'll put these rules into effect though. And then you have to have your X of Fae. But anyway, so like at the first, so if your current balance is 6,000, winning days of the 150, you take out 3,000, leaving a 3,000 balance. You qualify for your first payout, and the eligible payout balance doesn't apply yet. Now for the second payout, eligible payout balance after last payout is 3,000. Current balance after winning the minimum requirement. You qualify for your next payout because your balance is at or above your last payout level of 3,000. So yeah, you have a trailing eligible payout balance. That makes it harder for the trader to get paid out now. That makes it hard because either, I mean, as the example that we used earlier, either you take out your full balance or not, you take out the maximum that you can take out to keep your eligible payout balance in striking distance. I mean, the maximum you can take out is 5,000. So either that's going to require the trader to grow their account balance. If you have a 150K, you have to grow your account balance to at least 95 to 10K anyway, in order to take a full 5K payout. And your balance would be right at the 4,500. And as long as you keep your balance at that 4,500, anything above that, you can take the payout. I mean, honestly, with the 150Ks, I mean, you grow your balance to 10K and just keep taking the payouts, and it seems like it doesn't affect the 150Ks. I think they're trying to target the 50Ks though, because everybody's going to be piling up on the 50Ks, buying the maximum amount of 50Ks, copy trading them, growing the accounts, and taking payouts. And if the payouts are, I mean, the buffer is 2K and you've grown your account to 10K, all you have to do is just keep doing the minimum requirements and taking out the maximum payout amount. So I think this is probably focused more on the 50Ks because it doesn't really affect the 150Ks for real. You got to make 10K anyway to take the max payout. It really doesn't affect the 100Ks because you have to make 9,000, basically about 8,000 to get the maximum payout. So it really affects only the 50Ks. But I guess, I mean, if you really think about it, I guess if you're always taking out the max payout, then I guess I have to correct myself. It doesn't affect any account if you take the max payout. I think it affects you if you take out the minimum payout. No, I got to think about this. Because even if you take out the full payout, I mean, all you're doing is going back to the original balance, so it doesn't affect you if you're taking max payout. But how often does someone get the max payout in their funded account? People are usually blowing them. But if you can get there, then yeah, I guess it doesn't affect you if you just get the 5,000, take the 5,000 out, grow the 5,000 back, take the 5,000 out. I think it affects you if you take out less than 5,000. So if you're taking out a $1,000, $2,000 payout, no, that doesn't make sense either. So the only reasonable conclusion that I can come up with right now is if you grow your account balance to $10,000 on a 50K and you take out $5,000 and you're left with because what you need, and your balance is at 5,000 instead of having your balance at 2,000. Now you have to keep your balance above 5,000. I guess this is based on data that Top Step sees constantly. I will say that people in the metals chat grow their accounts to like $50,000 and talk about, I haven't even taken a payout yet. Like, dude, why the fuck haven't you taken a payout out of your account? They're just growing their XFAs. I don't know if Top Step allows them to transfer all those funds over to a live account. I'm not sure. But dude, there's people in the metals chat with just big freaking balances. So maybe that's who they're targeting. Maybe they're targeting people that are growing their balances, just getting the minimum requirement just to take constant payouts. And then they blow the account and they start over again. I think that's probably what they're trying. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense. Why they would do something like this. Yeah, I agree with that, Alfred. Well, when I start my personal account, I don't think I'll take money out of that account. I think I think I prefer to look at how big I grow the account. But when it comes to these prop accounts, I'm here for payouts. It's ideally that's what I would want, but sometimes I lose focus on why I'm doing this and I start gambling. I think I'm here more to gamble than to get payouts now. I got to be completely honest. I feel like I enjoy the gambling part and not the payout part. I get paid out. I really don't even feel anything. It's the comparison is minuscule versus the gambling. It's minuscule. Like it's like, oh, you know, I got a payout. Yeah, I made it. Woohoo. And then the excitement, the euphoria goes away. And it's like, okay, well, let's get back to trading. But when dang, gambling is so fun and exhilarating. So, I mean, if I'm going to be completely honest, I think as much as I hate to say it, I think I enjoy gambling more than winning. I think I just enjoy the gambling. That's why I had to refocus and get back to the payouts. Okay, well, I guess this is the biggest rule change that they have. I think they're tired of traders building up these big accounts, only doing the $150 minimum and just using Top Step as an ATM. I think they're tired of that shit. And I think this is who they're trying to target. Because like I said, it doesn't make sense if you grow the account to the maximum profit. I mean, your what is it called? Your eligible payout balance will stay the same. If you grow it to 2,000 and you take the 2,000 payout, it's going to stay the same. I think, it only makes sense if you're growing your account. Because if you take out if you grow the account to 5,000 as an example, and only take out 1,000, and then now your eligible payout balance moves up. if you take out the minimum versus the max. So I think yeah, okay, that makes more sense. That's the only reason why they would have this rule, at least in my opinion, is to prevent traders from growing these big giant balances. Because like I said, the biggest balance that I've seen in the middles chat was this dude. He grew his accounts at 80 fucking K. I was like, dude, how and why? Like, dude, why? Why do you have 80K in your account right now? Why? Why are you not live? Why are you not taking payouts? Why? Why? It doesn't make sense. Why? It doesn't make sense. I don't understand why Top Step even allowed him to do that. But like I said, I don't know if they have like a cutoff balance where you're not allowed to transfer. Let's actually look. You know, that is a strategy. Shit. If you go through Top Steps forums, that's actually a strategy. I literally saw somebody talking about that today. Literally saw someone talk about that today. That was like, yeah, I'm not gonna look for the damn comment. What he was basically saying was that, yeah, we all do the get a big day and just trade the 150 just to get the payout. So traders are just looking for one big day, and then once they get that one big day, they just do the 150 days and just get paid out. All right, so if your balance, okay, so all right, so if your total balance is below your max, you bring over everything. You have one maxed out express funded account. So one 100K with 185K, you start live with 85. Okay. Is below your max 100K. What? All right, so you have multiple, your 50Ks with 12K in each. You'll start a live account with 48,000. 150K with 22, you have 66. Okay, so I guess, okay. I guess that's what they're trying to prevent. Okay. I thought Top Step had a cutoff. I could have sworn they did, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's Take Profit Trader that has a cutoff. So I guess apparently the amount of money that you make, you get switched over to live with that account. Now that's interesting. So that rule is attacking people with big balances. Okay. That makes sense. If they didn't want people to have big balances, then they should have a cutoff. I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to do all that shit. They're doing the same thing with extra steps. Just cut people off. Just say, hey, you can't make more than 25K. Or maybe they did do it. So for accounts activated on or after February 27th, payouts taken, blah, blah, blah. Instead of any payouts during the transfer will reduce your starting balance. Oh, so if you're called up to live with a 50,000 starting balance funded by 5 accounts, you can take a 5K payout from each, and your live account balance will be 25K. Okay. All right, so I guess that makes sense. They don't want people going into a live account with $100,000. Okay. Okay. Or at least, all right, I guess I have to say it this way. That will be my assumption. That will be my assumption, because why else would they have a rule like that? Why else would they? All right. So then Top Step. I really don't see why anybody would go with the standard. There's really no incentive to stay on this side of, I mean, I'm pretty sure probably in a couple of months, it's all going to be these accounts, the new accounts. I think what they're trying to do is see if some people are going to still buy this, even if this option over here is available. And over time, they're going to collect the data, they're going to analyze it, and they're going to determine if these accounts, if keeping these accounts is a good business decision, which I don't know. I really don't see why you would pay this. It's the same account, the same drawdown, the same rules. You're just paying more for the same account. I mean, I don't know. And I will probably stick with the 100K accounts. Actually, no, with gold. No, I'll do the 100K accounts with Top Step. I'll do probably like get like 2 100Ks, and I think $6,000 is fair. I can easily get that without having to. I can get that in a week. I can get 6,000 in a week. Yeah, I can get $1,200 a day. We can definitely get that. That 100K is the max you can bring along. Top Step is having a promo for those that are still on the legacy dashboard and hasn't transitioned over to the new dashboard. I think the promo code, if you're on the legacy dashboard, is on word 40. I think that is the promo code for those that are still on the legacy dashboard. And after February, Top Step is going to be the only platform that has the well, I mean, they own they own Project X, so let's not, we're not going to pretend like they don't. They're a silent partner that owns majority stake of it. Why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't they be if Top Step put all that money behind the platform itself? So I'm not even going to play that. Oh, they're this. No, they own it. They probably did it for tax and business reasons to separate their assets, because that's what rich people do. Or let me rephrase that, because only poor people use that term rich. What wealthy people do, people with assets, they don't have all their assets under one umbrella. They have their assets separated, and this is no different. If something were to happen to Top Step, at least they still have their ownership in Project X. It's you own nothing, but you control everything. And I think that's what this situation is with Project X. And with Top Step being exclusive only with Project X, I think they just want Project X just to be a Top Step thing. So when people think of Project X, they automatically associate it with Top Step. I mean, it's a business move. It really is. People that are comfortable with, the people that are in love with the risk settings, such as myself. I mean, shit, if one watering well dries up and is only available over there, then shit, that's where I gotta go. That's where I gotta go. And like I said, this X platform, it protects me against myself. I don't have to download any software or other third-party software or deal with licensing and this and that. I'll probably look at that Guardian Angel software for NinjaTrader 8 and see if it's going to be less than a hassle. If it has like a license that I have to keep up with, It probably does have a license that I got to keep up with. I'll look into it, but I just like the risk settings on Top Step X or Project X. I like the fact that I can lock myself out and I can control when I trade. When I get on NinjaTrader 8, it's shit. You already know how that shit gonna go. You already know how it's gonna go. There's no red days. Oh man, Nasdaq. Oh man. Huh. Damn. Okay. Hmm. Huh. That was a nice stop out, Nasdaq. That was a nice stop out. All right. Well, Nasdaq and gold is definitely on one. Got to get longs on Nas. Yeah, dude. Mm. I definitely gonna have to come up with something because the scalp strategy is awesome when it works, but when it doesn't work, man. Um, yeah, when it doesn't work, like in a situation like this, or what was that short? I think it just stopped me out, and then now it's going in my direction. Hmm. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens around 8:55, 8:35. Let's see what happens on the Nasdaq. 8:55, 8:35 in this order block right there. Let's see. This is where I'm looking for the market to trade into. Because this is the area where the market pushed up. We had a two-legged pullback. And now it looks like the market is going to make its way right back to this order block. And I do believe that the market is going to dig into this order block and we could potentially see a retest of that high. We'll see what happens. Yeah, right, Kit, and it's pretty frustrating. It's pretty frustrating because I don't have a small stop. I have an 18-point stop. Hmm. I mean, we got the cues after hours. I mean, right now you have these dark pool levels. It's sitting at a gamma level. Is that the biggest gamma level right now? Yeah, it's sitting at the biggest gamma level right now on the cues. Yeah, good thing I didn't actually get filled in this order because I would have stubbornly stayed in this order. But it does look like, I mean, I guess gold could still potentially make its way higher, but Mm. Mm. I mean, unless it makes a deep retracement there. At least it comes back and make a deep retracement. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, it'll probably do that. And then, yeah, it can probably do that. Do that. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I'll call it here. The market's not doing anything, and I'm just gonna go to bed. Hopefully we can. Hopefully gold is not gonna be nasty to me tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm gonna try my best to. Well, let me rephrase that because I'm not gonna try my best. I will do it. I'm gonna still stick to my plan because I don't want to get into a habit of just because gold misses me by a couple of ticks that I try to front run levels more than I'm front running them already because I already have like a front run rule, and it's been working up until this point. It's just maybe a few days the market misses me. I just haven't been missed like this. I think gold missed me about 3 or 4 times today. And then when I finally get into something, it goes my way, and then it stops me out. So I'm not going to let that influence a change in the strategy, even though it's super frustrating. If y'all guys can't tell, that's super frustrating. So, but with that said, I appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.